Hi everyone, hope everyone is doing well. So in this workout, squat, bench, and deadlift, as you would expect, I had lighter squat and bench, relatively speaking, and some heavy deadlifts. The only radical thing, and that's a pretty neat motorcycle that I'm hearing go past, giant front wheel. But anywho, so the squats went up to 365 for a 4x3, bench went up to 255 for a 4x4, and then deadlifts went up to 545. And I only did those three. I'm gonna come in tomorrow, do accessory work, and I'll get into more of that in a second. But for squats, my back felt kind of iffy. It felt a lot better than it did the previous workout going into it. But it still felt kind of iffy. But I did find, after I did squats, I used a lacrosse ball to massage my back, and that actually felt really good. So I'm going to just use a baseball and do the very same thing with that when I'm at my apartment, and do a lot of that because I was able to really get into the area where it's just sore and tight. So I want to really do that a lot, along with my normal stretching and whatnot, since that helps as well. So hopefully that helps a little bit, and really just massage those areas more deeply using that sort of implement. And then bench went how bench has always been going. Same kind of little bit of tendonitis thing in my arm, but nothing major at all, and it all moved well. I paused every rep decently. There's probably some that were paused as well as others, but they all went well with that. So happy with how bench moved with that. And then deadlifts were, they seem weird, but they feel fine. Obviously my back and whatnot was still kind of tight going into them, but that didn't affect the ability for me to do the reps. I used straps all the way up to 545, and I tried a hook grip for the first rep, and it slipped, or well, it just slipped, frankly. And I think that's a function of me not having a very strong grip, but also using one of the smoother weightlifting bars in the gym. With that, other bars that I have more of an aggressive knurling, which allow me to just hold the weight better with that. But with that being said, I did this, I failed it. It was starting to slip out of my hand. I moved it just off the floor, and didn't want to fight through it, since it would have just slipped out midway up if I had continued with the rep with that. But I put on some straps, did a rep with 545, same weight, and the single moved fine with that, since my grip wasn't, didn't have to worry about that with that. But I'm currently not worried about my grip. Hook grip has always been fine for me. I just try to do it with a bar that's too smooth, and I'm not that strong with my hook grip. But after I did those two, one failed rep and then one full rep, I dropped down to 315, and I did 2 sets of holds with a hook grip with that weight, and hurt like hell, but helped a little bit, obviously, so working on the grip. And then I did an additional 3rd rep after that with just a double overhand. And what I'll be doing is just adding those in a little bit. I may not always pull them from the floor, although 315 is relatively easy for me to pull off the floor and to hold. I may do some of those heavier holds in my Wednesday, or well, it'll be Thursday workout, but we'll see how that works. I definitely want to keep doing some of that because it's only going to benefit me, but I'm not worried about it. With aggressive knurling, I've never had any issues with that. This is actually the first time I failed a hook grip rep in quite a while. I don't even know if I've ever really have, unless I've done multiple reps or something, but it was very odd. But not worried about it very much. Although I've been rambling about it, so I am a little bit, but not enough to warrant any large changes with that. But with that being said, I have, with the baseball team I'm coaching, we have a practice on Wednesday, so I will be pushing my workouts back a day. I'll be going in tomorrow to do accessory work, and then I will be doing my Wednesday workout on Thursday. I'll do my Friday workout on Saturday, and go about it that way, and push everything back a day, and just do that, since that will allow me to do my practice without having to go in the morning, and allow me to lift normally throughout the week with a day off in between with that, other than tomorrow when I'll be going to do accessory. But I want to put in a lot of focus on Thursday when I go in to hit all my work and get it all done within the workout. I most likely will only be using the bar for some weightlifting movements, and I'll be very, very light with them. If I do them at all, seeing how my back is tight with that, and I don't want to push it too much with those. And if it feels any tightness, then I'll just cut that crap out, and just move on to other things with that. But I'm not too particularly worried about it, seeing how it felt a lot better when I massaged it with a lacrosse ball. So do a lot of that, keep doing more and more grip work, and just keep training how I am, seeing how everything's moving well. But if you have any thoughts or comments, throw those down below, and I hope you all have a sorry, semi-truck. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye. You may notice the lighting's a little bit different. This is the next day when I'm doing my accessory work. I didn't actually record anything that I did today for the simple sake of going quicker through my workout. Not because I had any particular rush to get home, but I wanted to treat it more like cardio and less like a leisurely workout, and I just wanted it to go quick. So I was in and out in about, I think it's actually a total of 50 minutes of warming up and everything. So it was actually very quick as far as my standards go. But I had some incline dumbbell bench, pull downs, which I use the weird neutral grip thing that you sometimes see random people using. I just use that for the sake of it, was just there and I wanted to get it done. With that, moved on to some step ups, which were kind of hurting but not too terribly bad, and I used like 30 pounds with those, and I did a decently steep incline with those. But I think I did 6 steps the first one with each leg, and then 10 the second one, to average 8, since I was supposed to do 2 sets of 8 of a quad exercise. So I interpreted that being 2 sets of 8 on each side. With that, and doing that unilateral work is only going to benefit me with that. After that, I added in some extra accessory work. I did some hammer curls. I forget. I never know. Hammer curls, tricep extensions over the head, as well as some sets of rear delt flies. There's 2 sets of 10 for all 3 of those, all with 30 pounds, just to get a little bit of hypertrophy, just a little bit of blood moving in the upper body. Nothing too strenuous with that. Those are weights I can handle. The probably most difficult one was probably the tricep stuff, using the 30 pounds, but nothing that I can't handle with that. Did a little bit of ab work, did a little bit of cardio. I walked on the treadmill for 5 minutes. I did the elliptical for 5 minutes. Nothing crazy, just to do a little bit. I won't be, like I mentioned in the last clip, I won't be working out tomorrow because I have a practice for the team I'm coaching tomorrow, but I'll be working out on Thursday and then again on Saturday with that, and then I'll be on to the next week of training. So this will be an extra little clip onto the end of this video. I don't know how I'll splice it in, but you get a little extra bonus clip. But like I said, didn't record anything today for the simple fact of wanting to move a little bit quicker. But any thoughts or comments, please leave those bad boys down below, and hope you all have a wonderful day. Peace.